There we are. Just waiting for Okay, hello everybody. Here we are, it's 4:30 and I'm hopping on the live stream to talk to you today about how self-belief really helps you to be confident in your own expression of yourself. If you're here with me live, please do come say hello, tell me where you're from. Hello Chantel, I see you. Give me a little emoji or a wave or something like that so I know that I'm talking to someone, it really helps me. I'm Sarah, the modern day shaman and spiritual mentor, and my superpower is helping you look within yourself and discover and master your unseen potential, because inside you, in your shadow, in your unconscious, is your absolutely wonderful potential that you can move towards, but you're probably a little bit afraid of right now. It's hiding in there nice and quietly, and my work brings it out and makes it loud, and that's where we come to expressing yourself, yeah? Expressing yourself fully, authentically, and with integrity. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're watching the replay here, thank you for watching. There's lots of good stuff in here today, and do let me know where you're from. I'd just love to know that I'm reaching people all over the world. And yesterday we actually had about 30 people on here live, which was a record for me, and very exciting. So, expressing yourself authentically and with integrity. Now that's what we all want to do, isn't it? Let's be honest. We want to be able to be ourselves. I said it yesterday. You know how to be you, and you don't need permission to be you, apart from yourself. So expressing yourself fully means getting to know who you are, really mastering your inner world and all of the mind chatter and the different thoughts that you have and the emotions and the behaviours that come through to you. Now, I love the Greek gods and all of the myth and legend that goes with them. And I've actually been to Delphi in Greece, which is the god Apollo's temple. And above the entrance to the temple was, in Greek obviously, in ancient Greek actually was the saying, know thyself. It went on to say, and you will know the whole universe within you, or something like that. I'm ad-libbing here. But by getting to know who you are and what you mean to yourself and how you want to express who you are and make a difference in the world, means that you are able to be confident and believe in yourself. I'm going to give you a little bit of a story about me, in that, years ago, when I was actually in a different environment, I was living my married life. I wasn't very confident in who I was at all. In fact, people that know me now don't recognise me from back then. What I was living was, I was living a life where I didn't really know what it was that I wanted to express. Didn't have an idea of my purpose. I had an idea that I wanted to be better and I wanted to be more. And when I decided that I was enough and I didn't need to prove that I was worthy for my existence, I started to believe that I could be more. And that self-belief grew in me. Now, self-belief is that knowing inside of yourself that you can do it, that your life is an expression of you, and you're responsible for it. So the buck stops with you. There's no blame, there's no projection, there's just a total, utter power within you. That means that you know you can do it, whatever it is that you want to do. Now, we've got two sides to our brain, yeah? The left side is our conscious brain, and it tracks about, I think it's about 32 things. I can't remember the exact figures. And the right side brain is our unconscious, it's our creative mind, and it tracks really millions of things. Scientists have tried to work out how many, and they can't actually count it. So it's really exciting if we can be in that side of our brain very often. What happens is that our conscious mind, so computer says no, often likes to limit the amount that comes through in our unconscious mind. So by believing in yourself, you are igniting your computer brain to believe in you too. It will focus on what you think about. So if you believe you can do it, if you believe you want it, if you believe it's coming to you, your computer brain will filter your intuitive guidance more fully. You'll hear it more clearly. Now, we talked about that yesterday. And you know, when you are able to hear your intuitive guidance, you have a feeling of knowing within you that is it's a certainty. Sometimes you get goosebumps, you know, that feeling, oh yes, this is for me. Gives you confidence in who you are, and therefore you're able to express yourself even more fully, more authentically, and with integrity of what it is that you want to say. So when I was married, I didn't do any of that. When I decided I was enough, I believed in my own power to change my life into something that I wanted. Now, it took a few years, and I had to go through very many challenges, but I did do it. And here I am today, living a life that I absolutely love, believing in myself, being able to express who I am fully. And that's something I'd love to share with you. So, have a little think about what it is that you want to say about yourself, how you want to show up in the world. Now, I work with people that are working with intuitive, wanting to express their intuitive self a lot more fully. And what I find often is that it is their own doubt that stops them doing that. Now, to overcome self-doubt, you need to really get to know where it began. So it is basically that you feel somewhere in your history that you're not enough, that you weren't worthy of love. So if you can track back to find out when it first was that you doubted yourself, your authentic self, your ability to be valid, then you'll be able to really blow that self-doubt voice out of the water and step into believing in you absolutely fully, listening to your intuitive guidance and opening up to it so that you can be really confident in your expression of self. Now, yesterday I talked about the little mini course that I have put together. That's going to begin on the 4th of December. 3 days with supporting PDFs and lots of energy work, channeled meditations and live streams just for you so that you can ignite your own self-belief. Now, I have 3 steps to having a really strong sense of self-belief. That's overcoming self-doubt, connecting with your intuitive guidance, and then really taking action and proving to yourself that you can do it. These things come together really powerfully. And you build and you build and you build, so that every time you up level, you're going you're not afraid. There's no doubt that comes in. It's much more that you are saying, woohoo, I'm gonna do it and I can. And that's what this is all about, stepping into self-belief. Now, self-belief for me is about mastering your inner world. It is about understanding your emotions, which are a human construct. They're energy in motion. Your higher self comes through neutrally. It never comes through with any sort of emotion attached to it. You might attach emotion to the guidance because it might scare you, it might make you excited, but your intuitive guidance doesn't hold an emotional charge. So by getting to know your triggers, by getting to know your behaviours and why you feel certain ways, you step into self-mastery. And self-mastery means that you know yourself and you know that you can. You know you're enough and you really believe in your own power. So why don't you join me on the 4th of December, where we're going to be beginning my mini course on 3 steps to self-belief. So just to recap, overcoming self-doubt, those little mind chatters that like to come and tell you you can't. They're just excuses, and they're opportunities for you to look inside yourself, master who you are, and really grow as the spiritual individual that you've come here to be. You know, you've got lots of things to share. Don't be afraid. Don't be quiet. Get it out there. Be creative with your expression of yourself. And self-belief is about being big. It's about stretching. It's about expanding. Listening to your intuitive guidance, knowing that comes through on a neutral vibration. It doesn't hold emotion. The emotion is what you attach to whether or not you think you can do it. And then it's about taking inspired action. Yeah? Whatever you do, it won't be wrong. You can't make a wrong decision. The only time you'll fail is if you give up. And failure is measured, and it tends to come from your own perspective. So it may be that the things that are coming towards you to challenge you feel like it's just so hard. You know, you're on an uphill mountain and you can't seem to get to the top. You keep struggling, you keep falling down. You're like, the Greek god pushing the boulder up the hill that kept falling down on itself. Well, I say to you that every single perceived failure may actually be the absolute thing that you need to learn about yourself and about your environment so that you can go forwards to the success that you know is yours. It's your birthright. You're abundant. You can do it. So, have a look around you. Just think about your level of self-doubt, whether or not you can connect easily and at will to your intuitive guidance, to your higher self, and whether or not you take inspired action and move towards your goal with joy without judging yourself. So that's what my mini course is going to be all about, and it starts on the 4th of December. It's £47. So do come join me. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have a Facebook live group and supporting PDFs to help you process everything that comes through. I'll be channeling every day and I'll be sharing lots of information with you. Tomorrow I'm going to be back around the same time, and I'm going to be talking to you about how stepping into your expressive spiritual self is the way forwards for you in terms of building your life, expanding your life and expanding your business, and why that mystical side of yourself can be so elusive. That's for tomorrow. Okay guys, if you've got any comments, any questions, stick them in the feed here and I'll answer them. I see I have one. Chantel. Okay. Gosh, that's a long comment that I can't read. So I can read the first couple of sentences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the live. Let me see if I can open it up actually. No, it's not letting me. Let me see if I can do that here. And then I might be able to answer you live, which would be fun, wouldn't it? She says. I don't think it's there. No, I can't find it. And I just can't see what the whole comment, pin comment, cancel, no. Chantel, I'm going to do this by typing to you. I can't see the whole comment, so I can't answer you properly. If anybody else has any questions, do put it in the thread and I will answer everybody individually. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Lots of love. Bye.